Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Hash. We're playing some more Minecraft here, still around the Squid farm. And I built this thing here, which is kind of silly. I should have built an ice farm instead of spending time on this. Because this is not very effective. It's an automatic fish farm. I'm gonna stand in the right spot, which should be roughly here. Might be wrong. No, it's correct. And then you hold right click or you press F3 and T to reload resource pack. And let go of right click, and now it keeps on right clicking for some reason. And now you can alt tab and play other games, and that's actually what I did. And yeah, it automatically catches fish and treasure, or tries to, because it doesn't always get it right. Actually, it's like one fish every 8 tries or so, or one treasure every 8 tries. One catch every 8 tries, let's say. And I didn't do like the numbers on this. This is like a rough estimate from counting in the beginning. But yeah, it's completely time-based because you can't detect when a fish bites anymore. Because you need open waters for treasure. Or to get treasure or get a chance at getting treasure. And open waters is like a 5x5 of water or air around the bobber. So you can't have tripwire down there to detect when the fish bites. So it's just timing based. There's like 10 items in those hoppers, I think, in the hopper clock. And then it tries to reel in, and if it gets a fish, good for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So at first I fished normally. Oh, we might get a fish. No. Slightly too slow. In the beginning here, I just wanted mending books. Like a couple for my wings. In the beginning, I fished by hand in this little 5x5 pond. And eventually I thought, this is super annoying. I got 2 mending books though. But then I thought, hey, this is super annoying. I'm gonna AFK this. And then I built this, took like an hour. If I spent the hour on fishing, probably would have gotten more out of it. And then I AFK'd here for like 20 hours. And played other games or whatever. And maybe not 20, maybe 15 hours. But in total I got a decent amount of books, actually. I think when AFKing here, it's like 5 books per hour or so. After that, I also fished by hand some more, because I only got like 1 additional mending book. But yeah, we got mending on these wings now, mending on those wings now. We got 2 more mending books here, and we got 1 more mending book somewhere in my inventory. Yeah, for the next little project we are gonna do here. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend building an auto fish farm if you want to get treasure. If you want to build one just for fish, be my guest. Then you can still detect when the bobber gets pulled down, but you only get fish. So what's the point? You don't want the fish, you want this stuff. But yeah, this is basically what we get from it, more or less. Anyways, next project. First of all, we are going to check how many ink sacs we have. I assume this chest down as well. I built like a collection system here. There's villagers here. Villagers. Die! You die too. You die too. You die too. You too. There's a lot of villagers here. Or maybe we don't have a double chest if these block the card. How many are there? And why are you all in here? This is no house. Is this a house for these guys? I don't know. It's also a witch somewhere. Let's get this minecart moving. Which doesn't make any sound, but that's okay. And the minecart is completely full. Oh yeah, we got a double chest of ink sacs here. So yeah, this is relatively effective, actually. I assume this village completely died out. Which is fine. Because I've AFK'd there for so long, though. Probably a bunch of villager attacks. And we are just gonna call this Project Perfect Perms. Project Sweet Shoes. Because my feather falling boots keep on breaking. I don't pay attention. We might want some with mending, and then might as well put every single enchantment on it, for which we need to do some trading with these guys that are not in here yet. The Piglins, I suppose is the name. So we need to find some dudes. Already set up the trading station there, which seems a little bit underdeveloped. There's no redstone or hoppers. But I don't think we need that stuff. I'm not sure if the dudes spawn in this biome. Do they spawn in this biome? That's the wrong type of dude. You're the right type of dude. These dudes don't help. Hey guys, I helped you. Follow me. Okay? Okay? We are all friends here. Okay? What are you scared of? Are you scared of sandstone? Oh yeah, maybe you shouldn't have done that. That seems dangerous. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Why did you do it? I don't know. Oh, you're scared of pigmen. Why? I guess they are sort of like zombies. That's probably why they call them zombie pigmen. Wait a second. You don't have a name. No, you have a name. Okay, we need one more. I bet you there's more dudes here. There's a dude. Although the dude has a sword. That's probably good, because he isn't going to hit a zombie pigman like an idiot. Oh, come on, these guys, they don't want you no harm. They don't even attack you. See, he just wants a hug. I, however, I don't want a hug, but you can say, what are you doing here? Where did you go? Come on. You can still try to hug me. It's okay. I don't mind that. And we will go up here. And then you can try to hug me. You... Whoa! He does a lot of damage. I guess I only have this armor and this armor. Okay. Anyways. Got two of these dudes now. Dun, 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 dun. And I noticed, when trading with these guys, you can just do this. And they take like one item from that. And throw the stuff into your face. This is pretty chill. By the way, in case you wonder, yes, I lost 90 levels. I died to a villager raid that started in my base. Water bottle? I guess we can take that. Also Blackstone. Blackstone is cool. Obsidian is also cool. Man, you guys only have cool items, except for fire charges. And... no, I think everything else is cool. I mean, string, and I guess potions of fire resistance. You can keep those if you want to. Guys. Dudes. Did you know that even a Soul Speed 1 book would be enough at this point? Maybe you should trade me one of those. Okay, almost done trading here. Traded about half a stack of gold blocks. A little bit less, I think. Then we got a bunch of cool stuff. Look at all this cool stuff. And this cool stuff. We also got Soul Speed 3. And this is another Soul Speed 3 if we combine these three, I think. Hey! I didn't do anything to you. I gave you like a buttload of gold. I guess you can't put Depth Strider and Frostwalker in the same set of boots. I think this thing is really hurt by the tree farm spawning a lot of mobs. And this should be enough now. Get the last one on it. Cheaters, sneakers, because we used an AFK farm. fish farm. And that has pretty much everything we can get on it. Including thorns, which might have been a bad idea. I'm not sure. Ta-da! And I guess while we're at it, we might as well make an axe. Cool! I want to get into villager breeding, I suppose. Mainly to get some glass. So we will abuse the villager system at least a little bit. And, this is gonna be fun, because I've never built a villager breeder. Like, I don't know. I've seen some, though, built from other people. So I looked at the wiki, and it seems the farmers can farm like a 9x9 around them, or 9 into every direction. So we want a 19x19 maybe of farmland. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, middle. That seems really big. You know, instead of placing hundreds of blocks, I might as well build this on the ground, right? It's gonna be faster. Ooh, I finally found one. Come on. Yes. Okay, first question is, are you gonna get a job? Do you not want a job? Hey. I think these are the problem. I think they can't be on top of each other. Maybe. We'll just put one here. Oh, yeah, okay, he does want a job. Just took him some time. So the idea here is that these guys see the beds, but they can't get there. But when they make sweet love, because, hey, there's 4 beds here, but only 2 villagers, the baby villagers can get there, and then we try to jump on them or sleep in them and fall down. Then we got a new villager who's outside of the beds. It should work, right? Maybe? It's, should you breed? I'm not sure. I mean, there's wheat to harvest. Don't you want to harvest wheat? Yeah, I'll show you. We might actually need carrots or something, I'm not sure. You collect it? But why don't you harvest it and make bread? Can they not make bread anymore? We should also replant this stuff, right? Okay, you got that figured out. Yeah, I'm actually not sure if I understand these guys. I thought they could make bread and breed. I guess they can't both have a job. Maybe I should make this smaller. Oh, it does work. Check this out. First two guys I got. First guy I got. Silk touch. Mending. This is really tempting. I don't remember what the other had. Nothing. And depth strider too. But yeah, we want these guys to have a glass trait, ideally. This guy doesn't. So we might get rid of him, but we might get a couple of mending books first from him. But yeah, we want these guys to have a paper trait, an insect trait. I think the paper trait is guaranteed actually at the beginning. Insect trait might be guaranteed, I'm not sure. But also glass trait, which obviously is not guaranteed, because this guy doesn't have one, and in my base both villagers don't have one. Then we have these as our money makers and as our targets to buy the glass. It's gonna be pretty good. Besides that, somehow my villagers in here died. And I'm not sure how, because... Oh, right. I forgot I put this crafting table here. I thought zombies couldn't get in, but I guess with the crafting table they can. However, they shouldn't have despawned, right? Like when they get turned into zombie villagers by other zombies? Although maybe because we are obviously on hard. I think that used to be a chance. I'm not sure if it still is, but maybe, and that's why they are gone. Like it was like a 50% chance they die, and the rest of the time they turn into zombie villagers, or something like that. And yeah, I guess we just gotta use these two guys in there now. Guy, you're looking at the wrong job option here. This is no job for you. Look at your strong, manly hands. Those are not the hands of a librarian. Those are the hands of a farmer. Guy. Yes, that's where you want to go. I will take you there, sir. I'm already stuck, sort of. Okay. Actually, before we free you, you're gonna make sure your manly hands gonna take the right drop, right? Yeah, you're a farmer. I picked up the wrong guy here with a minecart. We need this guy. He ain't got no insect trait. That's not good. You go this direction. Are you fast enough? Maybe. And you do have an insect trait, so you go back in there. Okay. This guy is waiting here. It's good. One of these guys might develop an insect trait, but let's not care about that yet. So we need 6 more guys, and then I think we have enough guys here. So 1 more here and 5 more in there. And all of these have an insect and a glass trait, and I already traded for like 1,000,000 glass. And a bunch of emeralds. So this is pretty good, because when we AFK here, we get a ridiculous amount of insects back there. And we got paper here to level them up, pretty much only. Ideally, all of these would also have a bookshelf and a book trade. Because when you buy a bookshelf for 2 emeralds, and then can sell a book for 1 emerald, this is basically give me 1 emerald for nothing. Right? Give me 1 emerald and a little bit of XP for nothing, because you can break the bookshelves into 3 books. Anyways, before I continue putting people in here, which is kind of time intensive, might want to do some research on the ice farm that we are also going to build here, because then we have a good basis, right? FK at the fish farm, get insects, trade insects, harvest ice, FK maybe somewhere, or keep a trading spree. So for the ice farm, first I want to test if soul and soul sand are the same speed. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very scientific. So about 5 seconds. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's pretty much the same. I'm pretty sure that's the same. So I'm not even gonna measure it in a video editing program. So the next question I have is, can we instant mine ice in front of us while we move along this? I'm assuming probably not. We are probably way too fast. We're gonna see. Oh, great. We better get going. Okay. Oh, we can. Okay, can we instant mine 2 rows of ice? Because if we just can instant mine 1, we just gonna have this stuff at the bottom, and then when all the ice has formed, we're gonna push the ice up. Because it's probably easier to instant mine straight ahead. But if this also works, we might go for 2 ice layers in our ice farm. Yeah, we will probably go for 2 layers. That's quick enough, right? I'm gonna do one more test here. Man, are you slow on ice. 2 layers is gonna be complicated though. But I think we can do it. Yeah, you gotta have like the perfect angle. Maybe 2 layers is annoying. We're gonna move fast here because otherwise it's gonna melt again. So, what would be the perfect angle? I guess this would be the perfect angle, right? Yeah, easy. This is easy. Yeah, we are gonna go for 2 layers. Damn, is this easy. Meow. Okay. Let me figure out some stuff and some things. There's also a cow farm there, although that's purely temporary. Totally not making 6 stacks of pistons now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need 1 more. Alright, I've thought about this for a while and had a bunch of ideas. A lot of ideas. But most of them were kind of silly and unpractical, using flying machines and stuff. We will go for the most simple and possibly most effective solution. So we are gonna have a row of pistons at some height. I guess this height maybe. And sticky pistons with a block on top. I'm just going to quickly explain the idea here and then build it, because we are gonna make this like 90 blocks long or so, like 6 chunks, because that's the distance that ice freezes in. So we are gonna have blocks in front of those pistons. Just use cobble for now. And our water is gonna be on top of that. Our water is gonna be... So every 5 minutes or so we are gonna push up all this water, and all the ice will be pushed up, and the water will just get destroyed if something hasn't frozen yet. And then we will push it 1 block into this direction. So this is gonna be 12 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like so. And over here we are gonna basically have the same thing, but slightly different. Because we are gonna use a double piston extender to push the water up. And we will not use sticky piston here. The reason we are using sticky pistons here, by the way, is just so this is easier to wire, because otherwise we would kinda need to power these blocks where the water is on top, and then we're gonna power each block individually, and we have sticky pistons. Does this actually help me having sticky pistons? Yeah, because we can just power them with these blocks and have like a redstone line on top. Yeah, it does help me. Because otherwise this is super annoying to wire. So over here, same thing, but with a double extender. And the piston that pushes the ice over is going to be at this height. And can push 12 blocks, right? Like this can too. Do I have redstone? I don't have redstone. I'm very prepared to do redstone on camera. We will do this whole thing like off camera, but we'll do like a little replay montage. This is gonna work, right? Yeah. So this side will push ice onto the top row, this on the bottom row, and then we have 2 layers of ice, and we can like go along this, insta-mine this at this insane speed for 90 blocks, then turn around, do the next row, and get like an inventory full of ice. This is roughly an inventory full of ice. It's a little bit less because you also need space for tools, obviously. But that's another cool thing, and it just happens to work out with 6 chunks and 12 blocks times 2, 24 blocks. Alright, from a technical perspective, I think we are all done with this thing. And it's all wired up already. Pretty cool. So let me explain you the redstone. We have a hopper timer, which times stuff. I wanted to have this full. Now it's full. We have this full at the moment. And it's shut off. Then we will turn it on in a bit. But anyways, on the left side here, when we have the sticky pistons and the 1 block high thing, without the dual extension. The way this works is every time this cycles, like this hopper timer, it's gonna retract this observer and it's gonna extend it again, and then that sends a 2-tick pulse to these so they don't leave the block behind. And that just keeps on going and keeps on going to the end. Instead of a repeater, we use this weird system here and power the pistons in the middle with quasi-conductivity from these blocks. And just because this is a lot cleaner than using a repeater, because you gotta do some funky wiring if you use a repeater, because otherwise you don't want to create like a feedback loop, right? Where you power the same line that you get the repeater power from. Yeah, anyway, so that goes all the way through. And on the top here, it just does the same thing. It takes the same signal and gives it a little bit more delay, because these blocks obviously need to be pushed up before they can be pushed out. And it's all staggered, like the top has more and more delay as it gets further back, just so we don't have all the block updates in like 1 tick or whatever. When we power this, took all the ice and pushed it over. Also a lot of water updates. And the other side is functionally, I guess, sort of identical. So here we have the piston and the observer here. And that goes into a pulse extender here. It looks a little bit funky, but it just makes the pulse longer, which extends these bottom pistons, like every 3 blocks. Every 3 blocks there's a piston with alternating honey and slime blocks. And those push the normal pistons up, and the slime blocks obviously, but it also pushes all of these observers up that are attached to the slime and honey blocks. And what that does is once it's pushed up, it sends a pulse from the observers, because those update, because they are in front of a new block or whatever, and extends all the normal pistons at the top. And thus does the dual extension. We don't need to have any complicated wiring for this, because we don't need to retract. I mean, if we did need to retract, we would have sticky pistons here, not normal pistons. But yeah, it's a sort of the same thing. So let's push this button. I wondered why it triggered twice, but it triggered twice because of how this observer works, right? It also detects when the button retracts, but that's not going to be a problem in the end, because we are going to remove these buttons. And then turn this on. Let's actually quickly take out these items, most of them. Let's leave 8 in here. 8 might be a little bit too short. It's fine. So that's what it looks like when it's running. And there was another one of these pesky phone calls. But yeah, in case you wonder, this should be a 256 seconds cycle when this is full. Don't quote me on that, that might be wrong. But it's somewhere around 5 minutes-ish. I guess it's 4 minutes and 16 seconds if it's 256. But yeah, I think that's probably a good time. Might be faster overall the farm if we did this more often. Because right now this could already be producing new ice, right? But yeah, ideally we want to wait until this is completely full anyway, so it shouldn't really matter how long this takes. Unless in 4 minutes all the ice always freezes, then we want this as low as possible for all the ice to freeze. I'm a little bit flabbergasted by this problem. Some of these pistons don't retract, even though this is not fully pushed out. I mean, even if it was fully pushed out, why wouldn't they retract? They are like inverse buttered. And I'm not sure how or why that happens. They get the update from being powered when they get powered, but when they get unpowered, they don't update. And, it's not on chunk borders or anything. It seems totally random which pistons do this sometimes. And by sometimes I mean right now it's always. But if there's no ice here, all the pistons obviously extend and they update each other, sort of. So yeah, I'm not sure why this happens. But if we power this, nothing happens. But if we put a piston, I guess we can't put it behind it, because then it's butt powered. If we put a piston there, that should work totally fine now, unless that piston also doesn't extend in that position. Might be, position might be based on the redstone hash set, I suppose. Now if we do this, yeah, this works fine. Because this piston updates it. Can we use something else that's not a piston? And yeah, this is this is gonna be like the derpiest fix ever. To put a block into those positions that updates the piston. I would love to know why this happens. Because this is directly powered, it's not getting butt powered, and I mean, if this was like a slab, it would totally make sense, because this is only butt powered and would never receive like an update from this redstone. But this is like a block. Should be. I don't know. We could put a lamp here, but that's gonna create some lag. Note block should really work, right? Note block is directly powered, but maybe it also doesn't get the update. No, note block works fine. Okay. So we just gotta put note blocks into those positions. And I don't think it happens on this side, but I'm not sure. I think I've seen it on this side, but I might have imagined it now. Now that I see it again. And because, I mean, I don't know why it would happen on this side. And not on that side. But over here are the eyes. Oh no, this isn't... This should have extended, but this is butt powered. Okay, this totally makes sense. Like this one not doing it. Because this does never receive an update because it's being butt powered. Same for this one. We should really have note blocks below all of these. And because when these pistons don't extend, the same is true for this one below the repeater. This is also getting butt powered by this block. We should also replace this. Okay, let me replace all of these and then we're gonna harvest. Alright, as far as I can tell, this is totally solid now. Hi, Enderman. And I'm still like really surprised by this issue. I mean, again, for these ones it makes sense because the pistons below that are only butt powered. If they don't receive an update, they shouldn't extend or retract. But these, and I mean, they get the update from extending, but then they don't retract. Why? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But anyways, let's see if this is enough inventory space for all of this. Darn it! So we probably should turn this off while we are harvesting. Oh, we didn't even pick everything up. We are too fast to pick everything up. We probably want to go like in the middle of blocks. Darn it. So now we pick everything up. I hope. Darn it! This is fun. Man, isn't that the best sound? Darn it! Didn't have the angle perfect. Oh, my inventory is full. Okay, that makes sense now that I can't pick it up. We really need a crafting table here. Oh, we should probably put crafting tables at the end so we don't fall off. And then we can instantly make this into bigger eyes. Bigger eyes. Smaller eyes. Packed eyes. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder how much blue eyes we get per harvest. Probably around 30 or so. Alright, I'm sure I missed about 30 eyes or so, but that's okay. And we get 27. 30 wasn't far off. We might have gotten to 30 if we collected everything. But yeah, it's probably the fastest to farm ice farm I've ever seen. And we might be able to use the speed potion and go even faster. Which would be cool. I mean, considering you can't pick up all the items anyways, that'd be good. Anyways, it's going to be the end of the episode. As you see, this isn't full yet, still, because my villager breeder has some problems. It suffocates a lot of villagers down there. Yeah, need to heal these guys. But healing them is pretty cool. Over here, I think these were healed. And they buy 1 ink sac for 1 emerald. How cool is that? Sadly, they don't appear to increase the glass amount. But yeah. Anyways, have a good one, take care, bye bye, and we'll see you in the next one.